If you are looking to create content in 2026, if you want to start a business on social media in 2026, then you definitely should watch this video, because I myself have been, like, what do I say? Chronically online for the past 5 years, and all in search of madness, to be honest. I've always been chasing creativity, and in the name of creativity, I definitely have created numbers, but it did not give me money, it did not give me sustainability. That's what I'll be talking about today. I have one account which is based on anime and creativity, which has around 100k followers, which amounts to nothing really. And then I have another account, my personal account, which I created 8 months ago. 8 months, yeah, somewhere. And it also reached 100k followers. And all I was searching for was quality audience. All I got was creepy audience who only look at me because I'm a woman, and they don't want any quality or creativity out of the content they look at in my account. I don't know if you're understanding this, but what I'm trying to tell you is, one account, the anime account, when I created it 3 years ago, I did not show my face. It was purely creative content because I wanted to put a limiter on myself. I did not want the world to question me that because you're a woman, you got it easy, you got to 100k in no time. No, I wanted to put that limiter on myself and prove it to myself that I've done it anyway. What's your excuse? Because I don't see why anyone out there cannot do it. But at the end of the day, it's just numbers. It's just numbers. No one actually knows you. They don't know your entire story. They're not with you, and no one's going to pay you. But the only harsh reality of this world is you need money to survive. Money is not just a means of trade anymore. It's a means of getting everything and anything done. What I've been doing for the past 5 years, it took a lot of hard work, and it took me a very long time to get a grasp on social media or how to make content. And across all accounts, I might have only 220k followers combined. But what hit me is, a person who's having money, who's having the aesthetics, the looks, or who's completely living in luxury can get that amount of followers overnight also. That's the reality. It doesn't take them long. A person who is blessed, or who has definitely earned money with a lot of hard work, and suppose decides to create content in 2026, can actually get it overnight. It's not hard. Getting the numbers is not hard. Sustaining the numbers is hard. And all it takes is you being exceptional. But how will you be exceptional? There are around 200 million plus creators throughout the world. So why would anyone look at you, listen to your story, watch your content? And that's what I keep questioning every single day. These are the questions that creators get all the time. We are like striving, we are fighting for numbers, we are fighting for collaborations, we want money. How do you make that money? There's a lot that goes into a single video which you just scroll by, and I know that I do it too. Because you don't have that much time or luxury to scroll, especially if you're a creator. And if you're a consumer, you want something that actually attracts you, and every person has a different requirement, has a different perspective on things. What I'm trying to say is, if you're thinking of creating in 2026, then there are 5 points I'll tell you with my experience in the past 5 years as a creator and as an aspiring brand owner in India. Now, I told you why you should listen to me. Now I'll also tell you what this video is gonna have. It's gonna have harsh reality. It's not gonna be kind to you. It's gonna be very brutal. First thing is, money is everything. I know that you hear this a lot. I know that you see in a lot of reels, rich people say that money is nothing, what you need is dedication and discipline. That's bullshit. No matter how much dedication you have, no matter how much discipline you have, without money, you will get nowhere. So, if you're thinking of starting a business or content creation, lay out a realistic plan. Currently, how much funds do you have? And if you start a business, how much funds is it gonna, eat up? And how much will be left over? And after 1 month of that business, how much funds will be left? After 3 months, how much funds will be left? You need to know. At least the first 3 to 6 months, you need to have enough funds, because the first 3 to 6 months, the business is gonna go nowhere. No one's actually gonna know about it. You have to tell people should know about something in order to buy it, and they need to know it so much. You need to keep putting that thing in their brain that I have this business, I have this. Like, I myself am building a clothing brand. There are millions of clothing brands out there, millions of shopping malls, a lot of people providing clothes. Why should you buy my clothes? That's a question. Now, I'll have a story to tell. I actually do have a story to tell. But the only reason why I did not, go anywhere, or I did not do multiple drops in my clothing brand, is because I did not realize this sooner. I wasn't telling my story. I was too hell-bent on perfection to tell my story, because I thought that if I tell my story, maybe it's too basic, maybe people will connect, maybe people will not. What if people won't watch it? Who are you doing it for? You're not doing it for the people, you're doing it for yourself. If you're building money, if you're building a brand, if you're trying to earn money, it's for yourself. You're not doing it for anyone out there. And honestly, I'll only tell you one thing: you just have to accept yourself in every raw form. Even if you're good, even if you're bad, whatever it is, accept yourself and tell your story. If you're trying to be a creator, then do not create something that is fake, something that does not resonate with you. You have to create true, raw creation. And if you are trying to get into clothing brand, or if you're trying to build any brand out there, may it be food, may it be clothing, may it be, I don't know, smallest of smallest things, you just have to tell your story. Why did you start whatever you started? It doesn't have to be something incredible, it just has to be real. Even if you're starting it to just earn money, tell people that I come from a broke family and money holds a lot of power in my life. So I'm just breaking sentences up because I'm thinking on the go. So if you come from a broke family and want to start a business because you need money, then just tell that I come from a broke family and money holds a lot of power in my life. So I just want to start a brand so that I go somewhere. I just want to have this little thing. This is my dream and I want to have it. So I'm building this. That's all it takes. I did not do it. And I'll tell you something. If you hear interviews of successful people, you will not directly become successful. I heard a lot of successful people talking. I heard a lot of their stories and I was like, okay, if I keep hearing their stories, maybe I'll get a lot of life lessons and I'll become successful. No, honestly, then I realized I need to start taking lessons from all the people who failed, who tried a lot of times but failed, because they have harder stories, they have realistic stories, they have stories that 99% of the people can relate to. And if I failed at something, I'm telling you because I failed at it, I experienced it, and you shouldn't have to fail at it again. And that's the reason why I want to make you aware of it. Now, if you're listening to any of this, write this down. First point, money is everything. That's done. Second is discipline. Now, I'm a very I'll say I lack discipline. No matter how many times I tell myself that I have discipline and I want to do this, I want to stick on to this thing, I lack discipline. That's because I started content creation, I told you, around 4 to 5 years ago. If I posted one video every single day since the time I started 4 to 5 years ago on YouTube, I would have gotten somewhere. But then I chose Instagram because I was like, that's easier. The numbers, they just add up and you become famous, you become rich. That's the wrong mentality. Now, having discipline is not just doing something without calculating it, but having discipline is calculating how much it's gonna pay you 5 years later and then starting it. If you want to get into content creation, this is a goldmine opportunity. I'm telling you, in 2026, if you want to get into content creation, don't start on Instagram. Instagram, you can literally blow up overnight. So why don't you start posting videos on YouTube, and maybe 5 years later you'll be somewhere. Having 20k subscribers on YouTube is much greater than having 100k or 200k followers on Instagram. I'm telling this with personal experience. And if you want to start a brand, I'll tell you, discipline is everything in brand, because brand or business will not build itself. It will not build overnight. You need to get in the reps. Suppose, for example, you have a fruit business. Okay, you import and export fruits. First 1 month, people don't know that you even have it. You need to make people aware. And then the second month, you might sell it to your friends and family. And then the third month, you'll start getting a few new customers. The fourth month, more business. And 6 months later, you're making little profits. After that, if you just get in the reps, because already enough people know about it, all you have to do is go to that shop, do that business, import and export, and just make a few calls. That's it. That's all you have to do. Because all the hard work is done in the first 6 months. What you have to do later is do it every single day, so that everyone who knows about you, if they see you long enough, they'll actually come and buy from you, because they have that trust. Oh my God, what if I buy from a new person and they do not actually give me good quality? If I buy here, you're gonna provide me quality, because I've been seeing this person for the past 6 months and there's no way they could go wrong. What you see often, people, whatever they see often, it's embedded in their brain, and they're like, I know this long enough, I've seen them doing this long enough, so I'll buy it. Now, I'll tell you a story of a food thing, okay? So there's this food brand, there's a food company, and I ordered food from that company the other day, and the food was shit. The only reason I trusted that company was because it was established from a very long period of time, and I was like, okay, the quality, because it is established, because I've been seeing a lot of ads, and because I've been hearing a lot of people eating from it, I'll order it. So this is what happens. This actually directly leads to my third point, that is quality. Now, the quality is in brand and content creation both. Let's take the fruit business again. Now, after seeing you for 6 months, there's a customer that comes to you and they're like, okay, I've been seeing you long enough. Why don't you actually give me these fruits? And they take the fruits from you. And then your fruits are completely fresh. They're very nice. They're sweet. They're tasting good. The customer will completely be loyal to you. They'll actually, suggest you to all their friends and family. They'll be like, I went to this fruits vendor and he had the best quality. She was so good. She was kind. She had the, best quality at best prices and everything. They will do the marketing for you. Word of mouth is the strongest marketing of all. You don't need ads, you don't need anything, because when you have loyal customers, they're enough to promote your product. At the same time, these loyal customers can be loyal enemies too. If they come and buy your product for the first time, they bought fruits from you, they were rotten, they were tasting bad, they're this, that, they're gonna call all those friends and family. They'll actually tell everyone, oh my god, I bought these fruits from this vendor who told, they were really good in imports and exports, and they had the worst quality. They wasted my money. Never buy from them, never. And they will sell negative marketing more than positive marketing. People will double down on something negative that has happened in their life, not on positive. So always be careful that you provide quality product. If you want happy customers for a lifetime, quality product is important. Customer should have a good experience. And I won't say that it's easy to provide good experience to all the customers. No, it's hard. It's very hard because you cannot please them all. But what you can do is feedback. That's the reason why you have feedback. If a customer comes to you with a problem, if a customer comes and tells that, भैया मैंने आपसे ये fruits लिए थे, खराब हो गए. If they say that the fruits I took from you are spoiled, rotten, please exchange. Do exchange. Immediate. If a customer is actually coming and telling you and not spoiling your name directly, exchange it. Then they'll not have a negative remark for you immediately and your brand will sustain. If you say, nahi, ek baar kharide, uske baad nahi aana. Okay, my Hindi is too bad. If you say that once I sold the product, that's sold. I don't do any exchange here. I don't do anything. Then, they actually go on and spread all the negativity about you. And the same goes for content creation. When you have quality reels or when you have quality shorts, quality videos on YouTube which provide value, you'll get quality audience. But if you have shitty content on YouTube, obviously YouTube will ban your videos a lot of times, and the audience you get will never turn up if you have any emergency. If you are launching something, they'll never actually buy the product. So you need to choose your audience before you even get into content creation, before you even start content creation. And that's the reason why I don't have quality audience, because no one was out there to tell me that I need to choose the niche, I need to choose this quality set of audience, I need to keep asking for quality audience. And that only happens if you provide top-notch quality, plus you talk, you keep sharing your story, you keep trying to connect with people. That is what serves you in the long term, and that is what gets you good audience. Having 100 good audience is much better than having 10,000 audience who won't interact with your content, who will just sit there and marinate themselves for no reason. Having 100 quality audience will actually make your content much more worth it. If you're trying to sell something 1 month later, and if you keep marketing for that month, then at least 50% of those audience will actually buy your product. And we only need audience who will support us. What's the point of having audience who will not support us, who will just demotivate us, who will just spread negativity on us? No, numbers will not add up to anything. Numbers are not directly equivalent to profits you get in a business or profits you get from content creation. Because even in creation, people are always, any brands out there will always ask, how much do your audience engage with your content and how much do they actually buy stuff when you promote it? And all this, it's a lot of, it has a lot of depth in content creation too. Now, the fourth point is, do not have shiny object syndrome. This is something that I have, and the only reason why I told you previously that I lack discipline is because every single time I listen to someone telling, I made these many crores with this business, I made these many, I have these many houses and these many cars with this business. Every time I listen to someone's story, I'm like, oh my god, maybe I should start that, and I'll also niche out, and I'll also, start making profits in that field because they made it, and if they can do it, because they also say in their video, if I can do it, you can do it too. And I actually buy into it, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can also do it too. No, do not do it. Whenever you're listening to a person's story, listen to the whole story. And even if you listen to the whole story, they're probably not telling you the whole story. They won't tell you all the bad things in that story, because no one wants to hear the bad stuff. People won't support the bad stuff. So people only want to share, anyone out there, any successful person out there only wants to share their best days, best parts. But there are a lot of days where you fail, all the trial and error. No one tells you all about it. I'm here to tell you all about it. So do hit that subscribe button, and let's share real raw stories about each other, okay? And so shiny object syndrome is when you keep seeing a lot of people promoting a lot of things, and you hear a lot of stories where even in your friends and family, if someone says that I started this business and it's hitting off well, I'm making so and so profits, you want to start that, this, everything. Now what happens in this is, you'll be jack of all trades and master of none. But I'll tell you something, what's more important is to be master of one trade. That's it. Enough. End of story. You don't have to be master of all trades. You don't have to be master in like at least 2-3 things. No, you just have to be master of one single thing. If you have a single business, focus and keep your energy completely building that business from scratch, and do it for 10,000 times. Okay, so there's this quote of Bruce Lee, which brutally, okay, just because he's in martial arts doesn't mean he's brutal, okay? So there's this quote of Bruce Lee which goes, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. And this quote, like the meaning of that quote has been stuck with me since the time I read that quote. I don't know how long ago, but when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, you just become an expert in it. And that's more important than doing one thing once and leaving it, one thing once and leaving it, and getting nowhere in life. If you have shiny object syndrome, that's what happens. You will jump from one thing to another, then from one to another, then from one to another, and you will keep wasting your money. You will keep wasting your time. You will get nowhere in life. 5 years later, if you look back, you'll just have 10,000 failures in your arsenal, not a single win. But if you just do one single thing for 10,000 times, you'll at least have one win which you can account for, one win which you can for sure say you're damn good at it. Like, I can probably just paint, but I paint the best. You will find my art nowhere. Now that's a win. A person who is wanting and sticking to one thing, that's everything. That's all you need. That's all I am trying to do now. Now, the reason why you need to stick with content creation, if you're thinking of getting into content creation, is also because you need to do it every single day. No one's going to appreciate you the first few days. For a few people, they get successful in 1 month. For a few people, they don't get successful in 1 year, or for a few, not even 5 years. Now, what happens? People give up. Exactly when you're getting there, the process is slow. Sometimes it's super fast, but you're stuck at a number. Sometimes it's slow, but you have slow growth, quality audience, and you can never for sure say you'll have this success or that success. You just have to keep doing it every single day. Just have a single goal, keep doing it every day, decide on a single niche and double down on niche, triple down on niche. That single type of content, keep doing it so that your audience know that you're providing this type of content, and if I want, I will follow you. I will actually see what you're doing with your life, and I'll probably build my life along with you. That's what audience need to know. If you have a account or where you're doing multiple random things, then your audience won't understand what you're trying to do, so they'll quickly hit that unfollow button. If they know, okay, so you have a personal account and here you share everything about whatever you do in your life, it's always about your personality, I'll follow you because I like you as a person. And if it's about brand, okay, so here you share about your brand, and if you're going to drop anything soon, I will follow it because I'm interested in your brand. Here, if you have anime account, oh, so you'll do everything anime, it's about anime and how anime, changes your life, or anything anime really, I'll follow it because I love anime too. Now, these are very clear goals and audience understand that, and they're like, okay, if I follow you, I get this out of you. If you have a random account where you're posting, anime content one day, then then personal content the other day, and then brand content the other day. They won't understand what you're trying to do because you only don't have clarity on what you want to do. Now, you just need to know what you want to do and stick on to it. Do not have shiny object syndrome. And the fifth is passion. Whatever you do, passion should not become your business. Passion, yes, sure. Whatever you have passion towards, see if it's going to pay you in the long run. And if it is going to pay you, then pursue it. Pursue it and be passionate towards it every single day. Wake up and choose to be passionate towards it, even if you're not in the good mood, even if you're, happy, sad, whatever it is. What happens in passion is you're passionate about something for a small period of time. And if you make that thing your business or your lifestyle, you quickly grow out of love and it starts becoming hectic. It just starts becoming like a 9 to 5 job, or if it's like any other thing, it starts becoming like a business. It's hectic, it's too torturous on you, and you're depressed with it after a point of time. But if you know that I'm passionate about this thing, and 5 years later I'm still going to be passionate about it, and even on the days that I'm not passionate about it, I'll probably put in more effort and push myself to do it anyways, then you definitely go ahead and do it, because time is king. You do not have to waste time. You should not waste time. Whatever it is, may it be content creation, may it be business, do not waste time. Time is everything. Time is God. That's what I keep telling myself these days, because I've wasted enough time in my life and now I have zero, like not even a second to waste. Now, the mistake I did, I'm telling you not to do it. May it be creation, may it be business, definitely have funds that will keep you, that will sustain you for the next 6 months or 1 year, and then get into it. Have a plan for the next year, because you're never prepared enough. Okay, you're always, there's something that you leave out, and life is always surprising you, so you're never prepared enough for anything. But having that plan in your head will just keep you 1 step ahead, or maybe 2, or maybe if you plan for 1 year, then it'll keep you 12 steps ahead. And here I just want to end this video telling you that I am back. Okay, I mean, I'm telling this to myself because I always just want to make videos for anyone like me out there who's struggling, who doesn't have a mentor to guide them in the right way. I did not have anyone. I made a lot of mistakes, and I don't want you to repeat the mistakes that I made. I'm here for you, so do hit that subscribe button. And if there's a woman out there who is struggling, who is trying to succeed, you have my support. I love you so much for trying. I just want you to stick with it for long enough so that you can actually succeed in it. And I know that with enough effort, you will definitely be successful. If you're a woman and if you are struggling to, do comment down below, because I get a lot of comments from men, but there's not a single woman commenting on my videos, and it means a lot to me if a woman is watching and if a woman out there is actually taking some value from my videos. And I love you all so much. I'll keep making more real videos.